Nitin Mathuria, head of Birla Group's Eternal Gandhi and Special Projects, is a dedicated advocate for promoting the values of Mahatma Gandhi to today's youth. Inspired by his family's close connection with Gandhian principles, Nitin has been instrumental in establishing and running Eternal Gandhi museums and Gandhi Peace Centers worldwide. Watch this excerpt to get a glimpse of our insightful conversation and stay tuned to ITV Gold for the complete interview soon. Can you share more about your family's profound connection with Mahatma Gandhi and how it has influenced your personal journey?
My grandfather spent the last 30 years of his life with Mahatma Gandhi. He used to travel along with Mr. Gandhi. My father was actually born in Sabarmati Ashram. Would you believe that?
आपके grandfather का नाम बताइए.
My grandfather was late Shri Jamna Prasad Mathuria. And my
freedom
father,
fighter.
He was a freedom fighter. In fact, there's this interesting anecdote that when I passed my 10th standard, 12th standard, I wanted to get into engineering. And very eagerly I wrote to my grandfather asking for a copy of his freedom fighter certificate. Thinking very well, I mean, I was sure that he would send me a copy, and that would have given me 10 marks. So I would have got into the best engineering college. But one fine day, my father came to me and said, "Raju, you had written to Dadaji?" I said, "Yeah." "Has he sent it?" But no, he sent this postcard, open postcard he used to write, and he said, "Chiranjeev Nitin ka patra mila, उसे अभियांत्रिकी." I can use Hindi. Engineering is known as अभियांत्रिकी. तो उसे अभियांत्रिकी प्रवेश के हेतु मेरा स्वतंत्रता संग्राम का सर्टिफिकेट की प्रतिलिपि चाहिए. उससे कहना कि उसके दादाजी ने स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में उसके अभियांत्रिकी के प्रवेश हेतु भाग नहीं लिया था. He had not participated in the freedom fighter movement for his engineering admission. So let him do what he can do on his own. All my best to him. I know he can do it.
Wow.
I was so frustrated. I said, 1 rupee, it takes 2 rupees those days for a photocopy of a certificate. He couldn't send me. But then that was my grandfather. Then Government of India wanted somebody to take over the exercise of spreading the Gandhian values, the ethics. Unspoken eligibility criteria became dual. A, obviously, who had some financial wherewithal to spend money on Gandhian values, how to propagate them. And B, obviously, who knew Gandhi on a personal level, not by reading, not by watching about him, but actually who has interacted with Gandhi as a person, who actually knew him. So what better than the Gandhi family, Birla family?
Birla family.
So what better than Birla family? So that is how Mrs. Birla then took over this particular assignment. Right from J.D. Birla to his son, late Basant Kumar Birla, B.K. Birla. After that, Mr. Aditya Birla, his son, and then his son Kumar Mangalam Birla, who is our current chairman, and Mrs. Rajeshri Birla is the wife of the late Aditya Birla. So all these businesses, they grew one after the other in the family, are deeply affected and inspired by the Gandhian values.
Do you think that museum is one way of spreading this awareness about Gandhiji? Apart from this, what else we can do as a nation to propagate more values of Gandhiji in today's generation?
No, you call it a museum. We call it a Gandhi Peace Center.
Peace Center.
Yeah. So the first was the museum in Delhi, and rest all we called them as Gandhi Peace Centers.
Okay.
So they serve multiple objectives. People find some sort of peace when they actually come and see the values, how those values impact, how those values have a place in their today's world. That is how they become contemporary. And that is how the word eternal. So Gandhian values were there at that point in time, are there today, and would remain in play maybe 50 years henceforth. So that is how we call it Eternal Gandhi. And those are the values. So what we do is our digital exhibits, they project one value of Gandhi. Maybe truth, maybe ahimsa.
Describe some of these artifacts.
The best running one is the timeline.
Okay.
So maybe it encompasses all the values of Gandhiji, wherein it's a 20-foot long exhibit where all the years of Gandhi, the journey from Mohan to Mahatma, so from Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi to Mahatma Gandhi. So you when you walk across that timeline, there is a small TV screen which you can push along with you. So when you push that TV screen and then you stop at a particular year, then that particular year, what happened in Gandhi's life, there is an audio visual on the TV screen, and you can hear it with a headphone. So, people spend at least an hour or hour and a half, stopping at every year to actually grasp what is happening, what has happened in the life of Gandhi. And Gandhiji, somebody asked him that what makes you Mahatma? And he said, I don't call myself a Mahatma, but if you want to know how I came to be at this stage in my life, then okay, I can tell you what I have done. So he said, I have taken 11 vows in my life, and I have lived for them, and I have lived with them.
What kind of vows are we talking
maybe
about?
Maybe Satya, Ahimsa, Ekta, those kind of trusteeship. So these are various vows which he took. And each and every of our exhibit, is about those vows. So that's how we have identified, conceptualized, and then created those digital exhibits.
Since you have a very close family association with Gandhiji, when the Birla Group, they were conceiving of this whole project, did they have you on the board or ask you for your inputs? Because I'm sure your grandfather or your father must have spoken to you about some philosophies or some personal anecdotes.
No, to be very frank, no, because this happened sometime in 2004 when I was not involved with the Gandhi project, but I was involved with the Birla family. So Birla's history of Gandhi goes way beyond even my grandfather. My grandfather was with him in a small individual manner, whereas the Birla family were there as a Birla family, as a big industrialist group at that point in time, which was a very crucial time in the history of for the independence of India. So they were involved with Mahatma Gandhi in a big, much larger way, and they helped him in a much larger way than my grandfather.
Were they giving funds for the freedom
Funding
fighting?
was just a small aspect of it. At that point in time, Gandhiji wanted a confidant who would understand his values, who would actually make that person reach out to people where Gandhiji couldn't have reached out. Through your words, through your actions, through your values in your industry, that's how Gandhiji
was
felt.
this group taking his teachings and spreading it worldwide?
Yes.
Through maybe Orthodox press or however they could do it?
Yes. Mr. Birla used to travel a lot. Kanchandas Birla, during those days, used to travel to UK, he used to travel so many countries. And he used to take those values with him. And people used to recognize him as a close friend and close confidant of Mahatma Gandhi. So every generation, next generation, took those values to heart, and then they based and they expanded their industries on those values. Even today, we have those 5 values with us. Now we have actually named them and then brought out in open. Otherwise, these were the values right from day one, and these are all values given by Mahatma Gandhi. Of course, trusteeship is one of them, but our 5 values today are: start with passion, speed, integrity, commitment. That is the last value. So you start with speed and you end with commitment, and you have speed in between, you have seamlessness in between, you have integrity in between. So speed, integrity, passion, seamlessness, and commitment. So these are the 5 values on which our Aditya Birla Group is based on, and we are now trying to formulate ABG1. We call it ABG1. That anywhere in the world, if our group has to be identified with, if anybody sees these 5 values, then you could make out that this is ABG. This is what Aditya Birla Group is all about. And these are values which they have learned from Gandhi.
In today's age, when you see all these WhatsApp messages, tarnishing the image of the Gandhiji family and Gandhi, how do you feel about it? And what do you think people should do about this?
There are 2 ways to look at it. On a personal level, I am not very happy. In fact, I am intrigued that a generation who has not worked for the independence has lost value for the independence.
Very true.
Gandhi has been described by people in various ways, which Gandhi himself never wanted that. But he was killed. He is no more there to debate for himself. He is no more there to answer for his deeds. And if you look at his his words, his doings, out of context, they may appear to be suiting your personal interest, what you want to propagate, what you want to achieve, what is your agenda behind it. So I would say that please study more about Gandhi. Please don't take it out of context. Please